So I am like, let's park the financial aspect of it also for the time being. I am purely and precisely looking from a selection point of view only, right? Because yeah, you got my point, na?
Yeah, I got your point. That's the reason I'm saying you're good to go, not an issue. Okay, but you have to earn a certain experience, and experience in terms of more than 3 years. Less than 3 years,
Okay.
you don't have any chance. Just
Okay,
remember
because
that.
see, one of my concern is that in India you would notice that it is pretty straightforward to get into B schools. They have a very clear cut key itna percent iska weightage hai, itna iska weightage hai. But when you apply abroad, it is all subjective and in the gray area, right? And then you have their essay questions and all that. So that's why I'm a little skeptic. Like, is it worth it? Also, like, will I get selected? So I'm sort of worried about those things, right? I don't know why.
Yeah, definitely, you will get selected. Don't worry. For the top 20, you will get selected. Don't worry for that. Okay.
So,
So
really a nice, I mean, a rally of questions. So I would request Vrinda ma'am to throw a light. I mean, I would definitely want Vrinda ma'am ki aap apne aap ko introduce kare. And I would also want to know the client that she is current IMA student. So over to you, Vrinda ma'am.
Thank you, Sagar. Hi, Abhinav. Hi, Gurpreet. Thank you for all the insights. Abhinav, I think you have a wonderful profile. Uh, I understand your, aspirations here. Uh, like Gurpreet suggested that, you need to really focus on extracurricular activity, which includes NGO work. However, I would also suggest that please also add few credible projects while you're working with BCG. You have a very high chance, even in India. I mean, with the kind of profile you have and the student you seem to be to me. Uh, can you also explain me what are your post MBA goals? I mean, you're already working with management consulting.
Yeah.
So, where do you
Hmm.
place yourself?
So eventually, the way I am looking at it is, yes, I'm part of the management consulting firm only, but I am looking to sort of settle in US eventually. So I'm looking at it from that lens. I want to do consulting only, but there, and you would know that the internal transfers are not really that easy, to be honest.
Yeah, they aren't. They aren't at the position you are at currently.
Yeah.
So, if you have those aspirations, in any case, you would also want to see that by what time, because each of the college would have different number of years of experience.
Hmm.
So see, because I don't think so you'll be able to apply this year. Will not make any sense if you'll apply. So most likely you will be able to apply next year, 2023, round 2 applications. By that time, you will be able to have at least 2 years of experience, if I understand it correctly. Two to
Uh,
1.5 years of experience.
I mean, I've joined in 2021 June, so that's like, if you're saying 22K end pay, that would be like 2.5 years.
Yeah. So because this time applying for all of these B schools will not make much sense. But however, you can prepare for your applications because you have a very strong chance. So I would suggest that you invest time on your SOPs. They are very
Okay.
important. And these B schools really read SOPs. And for next 1 year while you're preparing, you can actually work on your profile, you can work on your CV, all these small, and you can actually boil down to college. Because if you say that let's you know let's talk in terms of colleges and schools that you're planning. Let's say NCR, for example. I think NCR have got 8 to 10 questions which are very different from Wharton, and other B school would have different set of questions. So if you start now, you'll be in a better position to have a very good application in place. Other things that you're adding, to your CV, to your credentials, would just be an add-on to that, to your SOPs. But you can start now if you have a very clear aim in your mind. Am I making sense to you, Abhinav?
Yeah, yes. So I was also trying to collate at my end and get that sort of an insight from your end in terms of what are the kind of things I need to work on. Like, I know I have time, but I also want to be cognizant of the requirements and things I need to work in addition to my office work.
Yeah. So you have to understand that, next 1.5 year becomes really crucial when you're targeting these top 10 B schools. You cannot fill that application in last 15 days or 10 days or 20 days. So you have to start your SOPs, you have to get them proofread, you have to sit with your consultant, get it sorted, because they are not run of the mill kind of SOPs that they are looking, right? And you have
Yeah.
that flair with BCG. You understand that, consulting has a very different kind of a ball game. I do come from consulting background. So I can tell you that, the kind of flair they're looking from a consultant who has an experience from an organization like BCG, they expect certain standard, because, shortlisting also, your BCG experience do add to your shortlisting. Post that, you also have to prove your mettle while you're writing your SOPs. So that has to be very, very, very diligent and very tight.
Yeah, that was helpful. Thanks.
Yes.
Really,
So
thank
I
you
would.
so much. Yes, sir. Just a quick information to everyone, to all the listeners. Just now, CAT result has announced for the next academic year. So it's a big day for everybody, and definitely all the seekers and learners and the knowledge providers would be waiting for the day. So over to you again, Rinda ma'am, just for a quick update for anybody and everybody. Thank you so much. Over to you, Rinda ma'am.
Thank you, Sagar. I think people who are not engaged right now can also check their score and let us know if we can be of any help. So, Abhinav, first thing that you really need to work for next 1 year or 1.5 year would be your SOPs boiling down to your colleges. You have to sit down because each college has their own ethos. You have to align yourself, you have to align your SOPs accordingly. You may have to even rewrite your your CV and your profile differently for each college.
Okay.
It's just like strategizing for your own professional gains.
I got your point.
So this 1.5 year would be very, very crucial for you. And again, I would say Gurpreet and Sanjam, if they can add to this point, and if you can work with somebody who has experience while preparing application for these colleges, would be really helpful to you, because when you're working in isolation, you tend to miss the nuances, you tend to miss the ethos of these colleges, because they are looking for exceptional candidates who align to their post their college ideology, so that they can carry it forward and spread it. They do cherish community services and other things. So they also look for candidates who can carry forward those ethos with them once they pass out from the college. So that
Yeah,
is
I
something
got
that
it.
that is something that you may want to work with.
Yeah, I mean, I have started in that direction in terms of going through individual colleges' website, understanding what sort of flavor they are looking for and how I need to pen my profile in order to align with their values and all of that.
See,
But it's
that
a
is a
long
very
process of hiring one.
niche, Abhinav. What you're doing at your level is called, research. But you also would need somebody who has been there, done it, kind of, expertise. I I
Yes,
know you're
I agree
capable,
to that.
yeah. But because you're not aiming for, top 20, 10 to 20 colleges, you're targeting for first 10 colleges in the world. So your approach should be different. Rest, it's up to you how you plan it and how you do it.
So
Yeah,
I
that
can
makes
see
sense.
here, yeah. So I can definitely see the time running out. We've got 3 minutes and a few seconds left. So we'll just take another candidate as well and quickly take the introduction. Once the meeting drops, because we've got 40 minutes of time limit, we'll also be rejoining using the same link. It is applicable for the candidates whose introduction has been taken care, and candidates who are still in the waiting list. So I'm really sorry, Abhinav, to cut you short here, because we've got a lot of candidates waiting in the list. So we'll, quickly and efficiently move on and, give everybody the equal chance and opportunity. Because once the session has been concluded, we will be coming back. We'll be circling back to you guys for individual sessions as well. So don't worry, anybody who is waiting. I really appreciate your patience. We'll be quickly coming back to you as well for individual sessions as well. So next up, I see Sahil Lamba in the list. I have also shared his academic details in the chat box. So Sahil, you're back, I believe, from the your office meeting. Could you quickly introduce yourself?
Yes, sure. So I'm currently working in Noida as BDE, and I recently graduated in the field of Bachelor in Engineering from the New Delhi only. And currently, I was concerned about if I want to go for MBA in Canada. So I was concerned about the minimum work experience required for a decent college and the GMAT score, the intake score, which I would require. Yes.
So I think Gurpreet sir can take this question. He's very well versed with the concept of, abroad and MBA and abroad. As of now, he has only 3 months of experience. Gurpreet sir, are you here?
I'm really sorry, Group sir just left because of the CAT result announcement. We'll try to reach to Ratan sir. In the meanwhile, Honorable Rekha ma'am, would you like to pinpoint certain elements of within his profile?
Good evening, Sagar. So
Good
I
evening.
believe Sagar, we can discuss with all these candidates, in the concluding phase, once they can have one-on-one session, maybe if Mr. Ratandeep is there, because I would like to appreciate and understand from each and every candidate their futuristic, vision and goals and what the experts have to say. So with the concluding remark, we can see where exactly we can elevate so that they can seriously get engaged in the process. So
We
I
all are
would
trying
like
to
to just
reach out,
listen
Ratan
to the
sir. Yes.
conversation with the
In the
experts.
meanwhile,
With
Sanjam, you can throw some hotspot. Yes, throw some spotlight.
Yes,
The candidate.
absolutely. So Sahil, for you, unfortunately, with 3 months of experience, you cannot target the top B schools for an MBA program. However, there'll be very few and very limited options to target. For example, University of Canada West or some other colleges, but then those aren't very highly ranked. Instead of going for a full-time MBA program, if you are specifically interested for Canada, then you can target the PG diploma program, or if you would like a master's program, then UK would be an